guys, I wanted to try to get a little bit of demonstration of some of the proofing that we're going to be doing with Mr. Ruben. Nope. Sit. Good. So I want to try to show you guys a couple of examples of making sure that he does the command the first time that we ask, and if he breaks command, now we're going to start adding in a little consequence. His consequence is going to be a leash pop. So Kerrigan's actually right down here. Say hi, Kerrigan. She's going to serve as a little bit of a distraction for him, which is perfect. So he might get distracted by her and try to look over at her instead of following my command. So we'll see how he does with that. So that'll give me an opportunity to show you guys. I might give him a quick correction for not doing a sit or a down when I ask him to, because he's distracted by the cat or one of the other dogs. I've got my guys on the couch too. Or if I move away and Kerrigan decides to shift around, different things like that, he might get distracted by that and break command, where I'll go back and I'll give him another correction. And he's kind of got some funny business going on right now. But he's not getting up from command, so I'm okay with that. We've got a little bit of his kibble that we're going to use for rewards. No. And I'm to the point now where I'm mostly only giving him a reward when I release him from command. But I might also... Nope. Off. I might also give him a piece for holding command for a longer period of time. And if I do that, then I don't want him to break command. So I'll try to show you guys. Let's go. Off. Good boy. Let's go. And the jumping, I don't allow him to jump on me. He does get corrected for that. Good. Sit. Good boy. And if he were to move from the sit, then I would go back like that. No. Little pop on the leash. Sit. Good. I don't care if he lays in a down position. What I'm more concerned about is if he tries to gain ground. So if he decided to slump into a down from that sit position right there, I'd be totally fine with that. I'm more concerned about his intentions. Is he thinking about staying there like that? He's still thinking about staying there. Versus if he tried to creep and crawl towards me or even jump towards me like he did before. Good boy. And then I can do a little reward. Ruben, come. Good job, buddy. Good. If he tries to jump on me, I'll give him a leash pop and a correction. Let's go. Nope. Good. Sit. Good. So we don't say stay. If he does what I ask him to, I'll tell him good. That's a marker that says that's what I want you to do. Almost like if you were going to use a clicker. I would click for, him sitting there. He's laying down. I'm fine with that. Notice how he lay down. He didn't try to creep forward. That's the important part. I'm not too particular when I work with my clients' dogs on if they sit or down, as long as they stay put. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to be doing a lot of drills where you're going to have your dog like doing position changes, where you'll say sit, down, stand, turn around, different things like that. You're going to be a lot more concerned with their state of mind than you are what they're actually doing. So if he wanted to lay down instead of sit, a lot of times I'll let that go as long as I get some sort of cooperation and compliance from them. Ruben, come. Good job, buddy. So I've done 2 repetitions now where when I move like this, I call him and I give him a reward. What's probably going to happen is now he's going to associate that movement with breaking command. No. So we'll get a correction for that too. So I'm going to set him up. Let's go. I'm going to put him right back off. Good. Sit. Good. Right back in that position. And I'm going to make a motion as if I were going to call him, but I'm not going to call him. These are those things that I talk about all the time where you need to set them up. So if I know all the other times that he's come towards me, I've called him, I've done this. No. See, I pretty much knew that was going to happen. So he's going to get a little leash pop. No. Sit. And now I'm going to do it again. No. Ah, that time he caught himself. Good boy. This is going to be one of those times. Good. Sit. Where I'm going to bring the food back to him. Good boy. Good. Now I'll call him. Ruben, come. Yes. So that's why I really focus on it being important that he listens for the command. He doesn't just jump the gun and assume, because maybe I turn around and grab something and I go to drop it and I go to reach for it and I flinch in the same way that I would if I was going to call him. I don't want him to break command and maybe try to run out the door or chase the cat or jump on somebody that's visiting. Good, let's go. Off. Same thing for the jumping. He'll get a little leash pop for that. Come here. Good boy. And we'll do a down. Good. No. Ah, very nice. Good boy. Good boy. Good. I'm going to bring the food back to him. Good boy. When I bring food back, he's not allowed to break command. So if you're going to go reward your dog for sitting or laying down, and as you go to give them the reward, they break command, be careful of that. That's anticipating and jumping the gun. They didn't necessarily get a release cue. Ruben, come. Yeah, good job, buddy. Good boy. I know, you're a springy little man. Come on, let's do it again. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Nope. Down. So he doesn't quite understand how to go back into the down position. I'm going to come back over. Use a little bit of leash pressure. Good. But what I like is that when I said no, he froze. So that's pretty much halfway there. If I can get him to stop and control his impulses, then we can work on him going back into the correct position, and it's not as big of a deal. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Ruben, come. Yeah, nice job, buddy. Off. And I'll give him a little finger poke if I don't have the leash. Nope. Off. Because I don't want him doing all that jumping and stuff. If he jumps on his own kind of over there, I'm fine with that. Sit. Good. And he still needs a little help with the leash pressure to go into the down command, but we'll start working on solidifying him, responding just to the verbal cue. Down. Good. Good. Good boy. Good job. What a good puppy. No. So he actually fixed himself? Nope. But I'm going to bring him back to the same spot I had him in. Down. Good. Good boy. What a good job, Ruben. Good puppy. Good boy. That's a nice job. Yes. Now we'll bring him back a reward. Good boy. So if he were to jump up and come over to me, I wouldn't reward him. Even if he had stayed there for 10 minutes. If he gets up and comes over to me, that gets absolutely no reward. If I felt like we were trying to work on duration, like this is duration for him. This is a pretty long time for him to hold still with, I've got my guys over here, Kerrigan over there, I got a handful of food here, I'm talking and I'm bouncing around. If I felt like I was aiming for 5 minutes and he was consistently breaking command, then I'd jump back to maybe 4 minutes or 3 minutes and build him back up. So I'd rather he be successful than I have to necessarily correct him over and over and over again. But there's going to come a point in time where he is going to have a correction. And what I find more often than not is if you're consistent with no reward for breaking command, a little bit of a consequence, and putting them right back, meaning they're not going to gain any ground by breaking command. They're not going to get pet. They're not going to get treats. They're not going to get released. Like, oh, I was going to let you go in a minute anyway, so I guess it's all right if you got up early. Letting all that stuff slide makes a big difference to these guys. So I don't let that stuff slide. That's why, no. That's why we're usually able, down. Good boy. Nope. Down. Good. That's why we're usually able to get these guys to do longer durations a lot quicker. Good boy. Good. Break. Good job, buddy. Good job. Finish that up. Nice. That was probably a long enough video, huh? But just some insight into some of the correction stuff that we do. Woo! And starting to incorporate a little consequence as you start to ask for more from your dog. Ruben, come. Ruben, no. Come on, buddy. Good, yes. Nice job, bud.